You know, sometimes the wildest stories don't happen on some grand stage. They happen in the quiet corners of our own lives. And this story, well, it all starts with something we see every single day, a simple security camera.
Yeah, one of those things you set up for, peace of mind. A little digital guardian that's supposed to watch over your home when you're not there.
But one night, this guardian, it recorded something that wasn't just unexpected. It was completely, fundamentally inexplicable.
What that little lens saw in the absolute dead of night, triggered by a tiny motion sensor,
Is something that just has no easy answers. To this day, there is no logical explanation. So let's get into what actually happened.
All right, so let's picture this. We're in Pennsylvania back in 2019. And this is a really crucial detail because the power of this story comes from the fact that it happened in such an ordinary, everyday place.
I'm talking about one of those super quiet streets, right? The kind of place where nothing ever happens. A family there just wanted a little extra security, so they just installed a brand new camera system. This was a town that was all about being peaceful, all about being safe. Nobody had any reason to expect anything strange.
And wouldn't you know it, the very first night those cameras are up and running, the electronic eyes began their watch, and the show begins.
Okay, get this time down, because it's going to be important later. 2:13 a.m., exactly, dead of night. The backyard camera senses motion, and just like that, it starts recording.
So here's the crazy part. When you first look at the footage, there is nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just an empty yard. Maybe you can hear the leaves rustling a bit, but it's totally silent. You're left wondering, what even triggered the camera?
And then you see it. The reason the camera turned on becomes crystal clear, and honestly, it's pretty chilling. Something appears, but not in any way that makes sense. All of a sudden, there's a figure just standing there, way at the back of the yard, near the fence. It wasn't there a second ago, and now it is.
And it is perfectly still, not moving at all. But the creepiest part? It seems to be looking right at the camera, like it knows it just set it off.
This is what really freaked out the homeowner, and it's the heart of this whole mystery. There's no footage of it walking in from the side, nothing. One frame, you've got an empty yard. The very next frame, boom. It's just there.
So you can imagine the homeowner the next morning, right? He's scrolling through the alerts on his phone, probably thinks it's a glitch or a stray cat. He decides to zoom in to get a better look. So what did he see?
And this is where things go from just weird to downright terrifying. The shape was kinda human, but there was no clear face. It was just a dark, blurry shape. And when he enhanced the image, he could just make out two faint points of light right where the eyes should be. Okay, so its appearance was creepy enough, but how it moved, that was something else entirely. This is really the climax of the footage. The thing is, it doesn't walk. It doesn't run. The only way to describe it is it glitches. It lurches forward in these unnatural instant bursts, almost like the recording is lagging or skipping frames. One moment, it's by the fence. The next, it's halfway across the yard. And then, in one final jarring leap, it's there.
Filling the entire frame. Motionless again. Just staring right into the lens.
And that's it. The footage just ends. The motion stops, the recording cuts off, and the yard goes back to being dark and silent. You think, okay, that was a one-time bizarre event, right? Wrong, because this is where the story gets really, really scary. It wasn't a one-off thing. It happened again.
The very next night, at 2:13 a.m. on the dot, the same exact time, the camera in the backyard detects motion and clicks on again.
And this is just chilling. Remember, the first night, the footage started with the figure way back by the fence. But on this second night, when the recording starts, it's already there, and it's closer, much, much closer to the house. It had advanced.
You know, the whole point of these cameras is to make us feel safe, right? To document the predictable stuff. But what happens when they record something that shouldn't be knowable? Something that we were never supposed to see in the first place?
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? With millions of digital eyes watching our world all the time, are we just accidentally catching glimpses of things that exist in the glitches, in the moments just beyond what we can normally see? What else is out there, just waiting for a motion sensor to trip?